What if your best Instagram followers, the ones that like and comment on every post, never actually buy from you? That can change when you stop treating Instagram like the end goal and start using it as the bridge to something more powerful and reliable, your email list. Hi, I'm Larissa Werstiak, and for nearly a decade, I've been helping product-based e-commerce brands grow with more intention, creativity, and clarity. Around here, we're ditching the marketing formulas that don't feel like you and build strategies that actually connect. Instagram can be fun, sure, and it's still a relevant platform for building brand awareness and trust, but it's not typically where conversions happen, unless you're one of those unicorn businesses selling all day through your DMs. And even if you are, I'd caution against becoming too dependent on that. I've seen brands that were heavily reliant on Instagram with huge followings lose all of their Instagram dependent revenue practically overnight because the algorithm suddenly stopped favoring them. Instagram is where curiosity can begin, where a prospective customer starts becoming a fan of your brand. But if the journey stops there, you're leaving money and connection on the table. You're also at the mercy of the platform's ever-changing rules. Instagram is not built to nurture or convert. Your posts disappear in a feed among many other pieces of content. Your messages get buried, and your followers, you don't own them. So what are smart brands doing today? They're using Instagram and other social platforms as a pathway rather than a destination. The real journey starts when you convert that follower into an email or SMS subscriber. And that's when you can build trust, deepen the conversation, and guide them toward a sale on your terms. You also then gain the ability to understand this person better, what they like, what they don't, and then deliver content that's actually relevant. Compare that to posting a photo or video and just hoping for the best. Email marketing can be your home base. And once someone's there, your job gets much easier. So why does this mindset shift matter so much? As you've probably noticed, social media reach is shrinking. Attention spans are shorter than ever. And the way people engage with social media has shifted. Many now treat it like passive entertainment, so the algorithm just feeds them an endless stream of content that they don't even have to interact with to enjoy. Clicking like today is super optional. Visiting a profile? Yeah, no one's taking the time to do that. And conversions just coming from social media, those are rare too. And at the same time, on top of that, competition is fierce. You can't afford to keep starting from scratch with every post, hoping this one will finally go viral. But when you own the channel and you own the experience, from the tone and timing to how and when someone checks out, I get it. It feels like work to have to move people from Instagram to your email list, to their inbox, and eventually to your checkout. A lot of brands will hesitate with this process because they haven't seen the power of email marketing from the inside. They may get 1 million emails a day from big corporate brands like The Gap or DSW and think, I'm not going to be that brand. But I'm here to tell you there's a better way, a more sustainable way, a more you way. And the results, I have seen them with my own eyes. They blow social media out of the water because email is meant to drive clicks to your website. Social media is designed to keep people on the platform and scrolling. Email is designed to lead them to your product page, which is one step closer to the cart. So when you finally commit to email, you stop chasing the algorithm, you start nurturing real relationships. You create a sustainable system that works in the background while you show up in other ways too. So what have I seen with clients when it comes to this pull between how much should I be investing in social media versus email marketing, and how do I bridge that gap? I've spoken with countless product-based business owners, some with massive, enviable social media followings, who have come to me in desperation, even if from the outside, if you were to look at their profile, you would think, man, I wish I had that many followers. Maybe 5 years ago, they were making consistent revenue through Instagram, but slowly that revenue has dried up. And now they have no predictable way to generate results from the platform. These are folks who have spent years building audiences in the tens and even hundreds of thousands. Some were lucky enough to have started an email list. Maybe they weren't using it consistently, but at least we have something to work with. But then there are others who are truly starting their own list from scratch and feeling regretful that they didn't begin sooner. If that's you, please don't feel bad. The best time to start is right now. Sure, it would have been great to begin 5 or 10 years ago, but we're here today, and that's what we're working with. So let's start guiding your fans with purpose. And I have a simple way to start with just 3 initial steps. 1 is update your link in bio to prioritize email sign up and not just shopping. It should link directly to a sign up form. Driving someone to your homepage where a pop-up may or may not appear is not going to work. You need to have a link directly to a form. Also, use Instagram stories to regularly share the link to your email sign up form and explain the benefit of joining. Giveaways or promotions can also be a really great incentive. And think about it, even getting 50 to 100 new subscribers can be worth the cost of giving away a product. Also, create a compelling offer or freebie just for new subscribers, something Instagram can't offer. Then make sure you have a welcome flow set up that takes them from just found you to I trust you and I'm ready to buy. I've seen list growth happen quickly from these small changes. Sometimes your followers might just be waiting for a more reliable way to stay in touch with your brand, but they don't know how. Personally, I know I follow brands on Instagram that I love. I wouldn't even know that I follow them because I never see their posts. And if I didn't know there was an email or SMS list that I could also sign up for, I'd be missing everything. And especially when it comes time to launch something new, wouldn't you rather have a warm, engaged list than rely on the algorithm to play nice? Nobody wants that. So here's how you can start. Number 1, Instagram to inbox. Use almost every post in your social media strategy to lead somewhere. Maybe it's to a quiz or a giveaway, a style guide, or a sign-up form. Also, optimize your bio link using a multi-link tool or a branded landing page. Really, especially if we're talking about Instagram, use stories to their fullest extent. So on Instagram stories, you can put link stickers. Use those stories to build intrigue and always link directly to your email sign-up form. Again, as I mentioned, not just to your homepage, expecting that everyone will see your pop-up or whatever opt-in form you have there, because people have pop-up blockers, they close out of them. It's just much more reliable to send them directly to a form. Inbox to engagement. So start with a 3 to 4 email welcome flow where you're going to introduce your values, your stories, your best sellers. If there's an offer that you're promising that's involved in that sign-up process, make sure it's delivered clearly and quickly. And in that welcome flow, remind people who haven't redeemed the coupon yet throughout the flow. And send at least one email per week that does the following: sells, serves, and builds trust. You want to segment where possible. For example, if you know they joined via a new product waitlist or through a quiz, then customize the experience accordingly. And if someone's highly engaged on your list, a true fan, don't be afraid to email them more frequently with relevant, high-value content. And then engagement to checkout. So you want to make sure you have automation set up like browse abandonment, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, and supplement that with product education emails, customer stories, testimonials, limited time offers or perks for subscribers. That way, it sweetens the deal for being on the email list, and it really makes it worth someone's time and energy. And then make sure the path from the email to the checkout is seamless. That means mobile first design. So most customers are reading emails and shopping on their phones. If your product pages are slow or hard to navigate on mobile, then I guarantee you're losing sales. High quality visuals also matter here. Email builds interest, but your product page has to seal the deal. Use professional photos, video, and styling that help your customers see themselves with the product. And really put energy into the product copy. Treat this like a boutique sales conversation where you're anticipating questions, sharing benefits, highlighting materials, craftsmanship, and build trust. It can be hard for people to buy online. So in any way that you can help the person on the other side trust you, whether it's through adding reviews, guarantees, return information to remove friction and reduce doubt, that will all be in your favor. Use urgency thoughtfully, so low stock notices, pre-order windows, or subscriber-only windows work well when they're honest and communicated clearly. So don't manipulate, just guide. You want to be like a shepherd to your fans to let them know how they can make a purchase. The more aligned your email and website experiences are, the more likely customers will follow through and feel great about doing it. So my mini challenge for you, just one step forward. This week, I want you to pick one step in your funnel, which is the path from Instagram to checkout that I've described, and consider how to improve it. Is your Instagram bio just a shop link? Change it to lead to an email sign-up form. Don't have a welcome email or a welcome series. Draft one, just get started. Are you already sending emails? Add a customer story to the next one. It's not about doing everything. It's about getting someone one step closer to your cart. So the moral of the story here is you don't need more followers. You need momentum. Instagram can get someone's attention, potentially. Email earns trust. Checkout gets the sale. But it only all works when you're leading step by step. So how are you helping your followers take that next step? Because when you connect the dots, your marketing doesn't just look good, it will work for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos for even more tips.